Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned into this channel. If you do enjoy watching or listening to this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. How are you today, divine masculines, or any men who are watching this or listening to this reading at this present moment? I hope everyone is okay, taking care of themselves. All right. And I would also like to just uh thank all viewers who have watched my videos, my readings out on YouTube, who have left comments, subscribed, shared my videos, or even just click the like buttons. Thank you so much for your support. Today's reading is an inner child healing reading, okay, and it's for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching or listening to this reading at this present moment. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch or listen to this reading. It's for anyone. But first of all, before I begin, I just want to just talk about the moon phase that we are currently in. But first of all, the moon itself, okay, represents our instincts and feelings in the area of life. It is responsible to bring um, about rebirths, okay, which is the part of the cycle of life, and we can use its power or energy, okay, to uh, give us more clarity in a situation, to help us to manifest or to bring more blessings and abundance in our life, and also to enhance our intuition. Okay, we are currently in the waning crescent moon phase, and its message is have faith in your dreams. The moon affirmation is I am focused on what I want. All right, so um, the messages, all right, around this time of this current moon phase is be patient as events fold. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not happening or manifesting. And dig a little deeper to find more courage. All right. The planet of the day is Mars. Mars represents action and energy in the area of life. Mars is a personal planet and it's all about how we assert ourselves and direct our energy. Mars rules over the body parts, the head and face. In numerology, Mars is associated with the number 9, which is all about completion, and it means ending or the ending of a cycle in order for a new one to begin, okay, which um, could refer to any area of our life. Mars rules Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign on the astrology chart and the first house. All right, it represents self and personality, and it rules the body parts, the head and face. The moon sign element, all right, is air, and air represents our ideas and thoughts in the area of life. All right, and if you if you do have a birth natal chart, okay, you could always check the birth natal chart to see how the moon energy and moon sign element can affect you in a positive or negative way in regards to your birth, ascendant, or cusp sign. All right. Now, if you are interested in working with crystals, okay, uh, one of the crystals you can work with is moonstone, okay, in regards to the phase of the moon, which is, as I said, the waning crescent. All right. Also, if you are interested in working with the moon sign element, okay, which is air, I've got amethyst. It's a very good crystal to balance the mind, body, and spirit. All right. And if you're also interested in other crystals, all right, one of the crystals I would recommend, especially for men, is blue lace agate, and it's also good to help balance the body, mind, and spirit. It could also help in expressing yourself. Also, it's good for if you want to improve your communication skills, and also if you want to be more creative. All right. And if there's any suppressed feelings, okay, you have about a situation, it could do to or it could be in regards to a relationship. All right. This is a very good crystal that you can use, all right, to meditate, to carry about with, to have it around your home. All right. I've also got as well rutilated quartz is also a very good stone, especially if you've been through any form of pain or trauma in any form of relationship. Rutilated quartz is a very good stone. All right. It helps you bring back um your to help you be more confident, all right, in yourself, to believe that in yourself, all right, and have faith in yourself, all right. And I've also got rose quartz here, which is also a beautiful stone. It's known as the stone of love, okay, to bring unconditional love to yourself and to others, all right. And I've also got two here, kunzite and also diabetes, and they can open and heal the upper heart chakra, and you can use it together with the rose quartz, okay, when meditating. You could carry it about, have them around your home, all right. Later on, or I should say after the reading, I will just highlight a few other crystals that you can use specifically for inner child healing work, all right, as well as soul retrieval work. Please check out the description box after this reading for more information about all what that's been mentioned here today, okay, including the crystals that you can use for the moon phase, sign element, as well as to do inner child uh, healing work, all right. So once again, I'm just going to just tell you that you do not need to be on a spiritual soul journey or life path to watch this reading. It's for anyone, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time. And thank you once again for tuning in, for or watching or listening or reading to this reading. All right. So the first deck I'm going to be using is called Inner Child Oracle, and it's by Amanda Lynn Aisling. All right, and I'm going to consult with the ancestors and select three cards. Normally, I usually select one, but today I just decided that it to to do something different. Okay, it's always good to change things about. So I just thought, okay, that let me just select three from this, because you might not just, if I just pull out one card, you might not relate to that card. So I just thought if I probably pull out three, there might be one that it might be related to a situation that or something that you've experienced as a child, all right. And for those uh viewers who have just tuned in or not too sure about what inner child healing is, all right, inner child healing, it just means healing any form of childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment you may have experienced in your past during your childhood. And you can then use divine guidance, all right, or messages or wisdom to regain spiritual realignment and to facilitate personal growth. All right, it's very important that that work is done. If you do work with angels or archangels, you can call on Archangel Gabriel. Okay, she is the angel, all right, for inner child healing, all right, and also for communication. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle the deck and um, consult with the ancestors and then refer to the booklets, all right, to see what messages um, the ancestors would like or advice or guidance the ancestors would like to give to the divine masculine, or any men who are watching or listening to this reading at this present time. So, dearly beloved ancestors, what areas? Okay, the first card that wanted to pop out. Okay, right. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select the cards and then read what it says on the card. Okay, so dearly beloved, okay, and I'm just going to select. All right, so three cards. As I said, I was going to just select three cards from the deck. All right, the first card is on number 41, and in tarot, if it's a double number, we normally add the two numbers together. All right, which is 5, and it's all about change. Okay, in tarot. And the message here is you can do hard things. Okay, the message here is you can do hard things. All right, and um, the small message here at the bottom, it says, it is not as impossible as it may feel. Okay, the message here, it says, it is not as impossible as it may feel. Okay, so there may be something in your life. It could be to do with ending something or starting something. Okay, so the ancestors is just saying that nothing is impossible. Okay, we just have to just have faith, hope, trust in ourselves and the divine. Okay, if we need guidance or we need um, some form of assistance, I should say, we can always call on the divine to help us in any area of our life. Okay, the second card that came out is on a number 35, and I'm going to add the two numbers together, which is 7, and it's all to do with higher purpose. And the message here says there is hope ahead. All right, and there's just a little message here at the bottom of the first one, and it says, have courage and take heart, for there is hope. All right, so very beautiful messages. So I would say that this second card that came out is very much linked to the first card. All right, so it could be something that you might be planning on doing, starting a new project, or maybe studying something new. All right, so all these are just words of encouragement, okay, from the ancestors. And the last one is a number on a number 2, which is all about duality, okay. And the message is accept what is. All right, accept what is. And the small message here says the act of acceptance will bring peace. All right, so it could be to do with some um area of our life, okay. And not everything, okay, we can always change. All right, so sometimes we just have to accept a certain situation. All right, um and just let go and allow. If we want to change something, okay, the ancestors is saying that maybe we just need to sometimes just um need to call on them for assistance in order to help us move from a situation if it's not beneficial for us. Okay, but let's just see what these messages are all about, besides with what I'm just telling you, because I'm just giving you a few suggestions here. All right, from my understanding or what my perception is regarding these messages. But what I'm going to do, I'm just also going to refer to the booklet to give you a bit of, or I should say, more understanding about what messages are coming out for you today. All right. So, all right. The message here is there are many things in this life that we feel we cannot or should not have to do. It can be overwhelming to think about doing something that is hard. But in truth, many things we label as hard could be more appropriately labeled as simply time consuming or long. Sometimes not wanting to do hard things can be reminiscent of mindsets we might have had in childhood when we never wanted to clean our room or do our homework. If you have pulled this card, then you might need to reassess what has been labeled as too hard. Now, and this message is very important because you know what? um if you this all right, if you feel that way, all right, and as the ancestors say, that is all to do with um our thoughts, okay, to do with the mind, right? Whatever we are thinking that is difficult, as they said, is not, it's not difficult at all, okay? It's how we program our mind. And sometimes it could be as I said, these things could, or I should say, can stem from our childhood. Because, for example, if let's say you um well you like you didn't like sometimes, okay, for example, when I was a child, I didn't like doing maths because I always felt that it was a difficult subject. But you see, again, this is just something that because I've experienced, it doesn't mean that maths is difficult, because there's lots of people who do maths, okay, and are quite good at it, as well as they've got good grades at it. During examination, okay? But it's all about, like, sometimes something could have happened in the past, okay? And as a result, it's sort of like blocked you from moving forward. For example, like maybe I might have thought about maybe going back to do maybe how to say, I'm just giving an example, let's say like A level maths or something like that. But then again, what could stop me is the fact of my experience as a child of not being good at maths. And I could think, oh, I wonder if I, then you start doubting yourself and thinking, okay, oh, I should say, that's where self-doubt creeps in, and then think, oh, I don't really, what should I or should I not? Maybe if I do it, I probably might not do well at it. I think so. All these negative thoughts start coming into your mind, all right. And if you go to have faith and take a chance, all right, or actually take a leap of faith, there is a chance that most likely, yeah, 99% or 90% you would be wrong in that case of thinking so negatively about yourself. And then when you do well, all right, then you say, oh my word, there I was thinking that, because as a child that I didn't do well at this and that and whatever. But look, I've done it. I've actually I have actually got, now I've got, like a certificate or something to prove that, that all that this time, because of what happened in the past, that I've just had so much self-doubt about myself, or feeling, like having positive vibes and so forth. So it is true, especially with this message there, that sometimes what could have happened in our past, or especially in our childhood, could have a huge effect of how we think about ourselves, or about a certain situation, or about an individual, and so forth. All right. And one of the self-care exercises it asks you to do for yourself is take time today to think upon the beliefs that might be holding you back. Are you putting yourself in a box by what you cannot or should not have to do? Sometimes choosing to push through the feelings of I do not want to do this because I do not feel like it can be quite beneficial. Note, always trust your intuition when choosing which hard activities to do, and do not attempt anything unsafe to yourself or others. So, it's just a bit of advice here, all right, from the booklet. It's just saying that, if it's anything that is difficult or dangerous, and where, like, it's going to be you're going to cause some harm to yourself or others, please be very careful, okay, about what it is that you're thinking about doing. All right. So this is the first uh, advice here, all right, or message that came out from the ancestors. So I'm just going to quickly go on to the second one and see what messages that's coming out for the second card. All right, so the message here is: life is a journey filled with many highs and lows. Sometimes a low can be followed by another and another until all that is remembered are the low places. It is at these times that it may seem as though there is nothing left to hope for, and all that remains are the ashes of what once was. If you have pulled this card, know that there is hope once more. All right, and one of the exercises is asking you for those. Please take whatever messages that come out. Please take what resonates. Okay, so the exercise for the second card is: now is the time to let hope in. There is so much good waiting for you ahead. There is a deep and divine love that is always present and always waiting to wrap you in its arms. You are held, you are loved, you are never ever alone. Reach out today unto the divine and be held by love. All right. So if you are planning or you're in a situation where you feel that there's no hope, what the ancestors is saying to you, okay, in whatever situation you may find yourself in, all right, first of all, it's saying that there is hope, all right, and all we need to do is to reach out to the divine, okay. One of the best ways of doing so is through prayer, all right. We could call on our spiritual team, all right, the angels, archangels, any spiritual entities or beings in the spiritual heavenly realm, we can call on for assistance and for guidance, all right, to help us to gain that confidence, okay, that we need, all right, or to gain that willpower to move forward in our lives, all right. And I'm just going to quickly just read what the meaning of the second card, all right, so just please bear with me. All right, so the last card, okay, the meaning here is acceptance of what is without the veil of judgment can help us find peace in the uncertainties of this life. If you have pulled this card, it might be time to practice acceptance regarding a certain aspect of your life, either for your inner child or for something that is occurring in your present moment. For both, the practice of acceptance will be the same. All right. And I would say that this is very important, especially if something traumatic or you've experienced some form of pain in your past during your childhood. Is that in order to move on, we just have to just accept instead of deny what has happened, because by being in denial, it can cause blockages for us to move on in our life. So one of the uh, best ways of moving on is to accept what has happened, to forgive ourselves, and then in divine timing, or when we can then call on the ancestors, the spiritual team, to help us to find some space in our heart to forgive anyone, okay, or in any situation we have found ourselves in, all right, in order to move past that, to let go and to move on in our lives. All right, to bring more happiness, more joy, more success. All right, and to bring even new love into our life. All right, it's just so important. All right, and one of the other exercises that the book is suggested, it says try to observe a painful or undesired aspect of your life without judgment. Non-judgment is the practice of suspending all beliefs and criticisms about how you or others should act, behave, or exist in the world. If judgmental thoughts or words encroach your practice, allow them to gently fade away as you hold on to a mindset of non-judgment. Sorry, of non-judgment. All right. So these are just things that they ask you to do, and I can even go a bit. I could just tell you a bit more about what is also suggested. It says once you reach a place of acceptance regarding what is or what has happened, practice sending love to yourself in this space, even if it feels a little forced. Tell yourself and your inner child that you love yourself where you are and as you are. Tell yourself that nothing has to change for you to be worthy or your love for yourself. So it's almost similar to um the like some of the things which I've just mentioned. It's just an extension to what I've just said previously. And one of the questions is asking you to ask yourself is there anything that you believe you or an other deserve judgment for? If so, how might this belief be hindering you at this moment? Okay, so again, as I said, like by doing this form of inner child work, okay, it could help us to introspect, okay, or self-examine, okay, all any area of our life, okay, that may be causing us blockages, and a lot of it could be to do with what has happened during our childhood, okay, and it's all about healing what has happened to help us to move on. All right, because as the ancestors is saying that life is all about experiences, no matter how painful they are. It's all about life lessons. It's all about helping us to become better versions of ourselves, okay, because as I've said previous that also that we are living testimonies, okay, of what has happened to us, okay, and by us experiencing these things, no matter how painful, okay, or how traumatic they were, okay, it's all about helping, moving on, healing, moving on, and maybe even helping others as well who are experiencing or who have experienced the same thing or something similar to what we have experienced in our past. All right, let me just quickly just check something out regarding anything regarding all right, so for the second card, which it says there is hope ahead. All right, some of the things that you can do is that you could ask yourself, how does it feel to start your new adventure today? Take some time to list all of the wonderful things that will come to you on this new journey. There is much to look forward to. All right, so this is for the second card. Sorry if I missed that out. All right, so these are just uh questions that you can ask, okay, in regards to the second um card. And the first one, okay, when it in regards to you can do hard things, some of the questions, okay, that the booklet is suggesting that you can ask yourself is, how do you feel after you have done a hard thing? Are you proud of yourself? Remember to highly praise yourself after doing this hard thing because you deserve it. All right. So these are just some of the things that you can um ask yourself. All right. So the first card, okay, where it says you can do hard things, you can these are just the questions that you can um maybe just ask yourself, all right, or just ponder on. It says, how do you feel after you have done a hard thing? Are you proud of yourself? Remember to highly praise yourself after doing this hard thing because you deserve it. All right, and I'm just going to go back to the in regards to the second card where it says there is hope ahead. All right, some of the questions are, how does your inner child feel after sorry, let me just make sure that I'm just reading the. All right, sorry, it says here for the second card, it says, how does it feel to let hope reside within your heart? Do you feel apprehensive when you think about hope? Hope is the belief in something that has yet to come. Even if we feel that we have no guarantee that we that what we hope for will arrive, it is far better to let hope into your heart than it is to keep it out. And I'm just going to quickly read again what the questions are relating to the last card, okay, which is on a number 2. And it says here, accept what is. All right. It says here, is there anything that you believe you or and other deserve judgment for? If so, how might this belief be hindering you at this moment? So these are all little exercises that you can say or just ponder on. All right. And please, whatever message is gone, please take what resonates. All right, because there might be one or two that you can relate to, or three, or maybe just the one, but just take what resonates. And to be honest with you, tarot or oracle readings are timeless, okay? And it could be something that might come up, okay, in the future. It could be something that has happened in the past or is currently happening now. So please take whatever messages that resonates. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just use a second deck. All right, and this is by Carl Gray, and it's called Angel Prayers. And as I said earlier, in the reading, okay, that we can call on the angels, archangels, all right, spirit, the divine, to help us, okay, as we go along life's journey, and especially when we're doing any form of inner child healing or inner child healing work. All right, so I'm going to select 2 cards to see what um angels, archangels that would like uh um to be present at this present moment, or we can call on. All right, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching or listening to this reading at this present time. So there's spirit guides, angels, archangels. What messages do you have for the divine feminine? Sorry, divine masculine. Sorry, divine masculine. All right, masculine, or any men who are watching or listening to this reading at this present time. Sorry. All right, for the divine masculine. All right, so here we have 2 cards. Okay, we've got loved one in heaven. All right. Um, So it could be to do with any of our past ones, okay, who are currently in the spiritual realm. They're looking down at you at this present moment, all right, to help you assist in any area of your life, to give you some form of guidance, all right, or assistance, or some or wisdom, or or spiritual enlightenment. all right, or spiritual guidance. And one of the prayers we could say out to them is, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. All right. So, so even though our loved ones are not here with us in flesh, but they are with us in or around us in spirit. All right. And then the second card that came out is from Archangel Ariel. Okay, she's known as the peaceful warrior. All right, and she also her spirit also sense is also embodied in animals, especially in birds. All right, so if you see maybe a crow, a robin, all right, or a pigeon, okay, like somehow near you or landed somewhere, maybe um in your veranda or in your garden, okay, it because um also loved ones as well, okay, they could embody animals, okay, including birds, all right, to give us that reassurance, to send out messages to us, okay, sometimes it's actually be known to us, all right, because we're just so busy with what's going on in the physical world. But here we could just say a prayer to Ariel, okay, and we could just say to her, thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to consult with the booklet to just to read out the extended messages to these in regards to these two cards that came out. All right. So. Uh, all right. So it says here. Right. The angels are bringing through a loved one who is in heaven at this time. They want you to know that the energy and support are always with you. Your loved one in heaven is drawing extremely close to you and wants to help you heal any remaining pain or feeling of separation that is within your heart. Take time to acknowledge and remember them, for this will allow you to feel their love. And it also says, it just goes a bit deeper here. It just says the energy of a loved one wants to help you move forward in a loving and safe way. If there is someone on the other side whom you miss or have unfinished business with, this is your opportunity to make peace with them. Please know they are offering their love to help remove anything that's holding you back and are asking you not to feel guilty about anything at all. They have found eternal peace in heaven with the family who has gone on before them. Oh, so this is such beautiful words of comfort. Okay, so anyone who have lost someone recently or in the past, and you're feeling any form of guilt or feel any sense of loss, all right, it's just some form of comfort here to say that um where they are looking down at us, all right, and they are, even though they're not here in a flesh, but they are in around us in spirit, okay, helping us, guiding us, okay, so we shouldn't feel any form of pain or remorse or any of feel any form of guilt. All right, and I'm just going to quickly um, read what the second card is all about. All right, okay. It says the angels want you to know that you are warrior soul and that your heart is so pure and light filled that you desire only peace for yourself and those around you. You may find, sorry, your peace being challenged. However, and be unsure how to react. You are being called upon by Archangel Ariel and the angels to know that there is true strength in holding things together and sending everyone around you, especially the challenges, peaceful thoughts and blessings. All right. And some form words of encouragement is just saying you have a voice and the angels know you're not afraid to use it. Take time right now to figure out the most peaceful and loving state of being you can remain in. If you feel that you have a reason to stand up to someone or something that is challenging you, your angels are here to say that you have the courage and conviction to do so. Be ensure you are coming from a positive space and aren't dropping down to the fear based level you may be up against. Take time to ask yourself if you'd rather be happy and walk away or be right and prove a point. Will it have any benefit for the person or just your ego? Think peace and be peace. All right. And as I said, with Archangel Ariel, okay, as I said, she has a strong connection to the animal realm, okay, and she's here to help us, okay, to find peace in our heart, with regards to other people, as well as the animal kingdom too, okay, and she can help us to look after those we love and find the strength to keep things going when times are challenging. All right. And she brings to you today the courage and poise of a lion. All right. To give you that inner strength. All right. Um, and to bring to help you to have faith, hope, and to believe in yourself. All right, in regards to anything or in any area of your life. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use this deck now. It's called Daily Crystal Inspiration, and I'm just going to just consult with spirit guides, the angels, archangels, what crystal. All right. Now it could be one of the crystals which I've mentioned earlier um during the reading, all right, or before the reading, all right. What if you are interested in crystals, working with crystals, buying crystals, or have them around your home, I'm going to just consult with the spirit guides, the angels, archangels, the ancestors, the ascending masters, like what crystal they would like you to work with. All right. So and as I said, it could be one that I've mentioned earlier on during the reading. All right, and then I'm going to just consult with the book. And this deck is by Heather Askinosi. All right, and please check the description box after listening or to this or watching this reading for more information. Okay, about crystals and doing any form of inner child healing work. All right. So, and then let me just shuffle the cards a bit. Yes, spirit guides, angels, archangels, dearly beloved ancestors, ascending masters. What crystal would you like the divine masculine to work with today? Okay, so the crystal that spirit guides, the angels, archangels, the ancestors, ascended masters, the crystal they would like you to work with today. All right. You could meditate with it, with this crystal, or you could carry it around. Uh, you know. carry it around with you if you want to, or it's up to you, or just have it around your home. Um, it says Christocola, okay? Christocola, all right? And the message here, it says start fresh, okay? It's Christocola, and it says start fresh. And this is a very good crystal, okay, for um the throat chakra, all right? Um, in terms, and the throat chakra is all about it's located at our throat, all right, and which is to do with or represents our creativity, self-expression, and to do with communication, all right. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly pop and just show you, because I've got it on hand, what crystal cola looks like. If you just bear with me, I've got it on hand. It could also come in raw form, but I have it in tumble stone form. All right. So it's a very beautiful crystal. You can, and it's very good as well. To use during meditation. All right. So I hope you can see it, and this is what it looks like. All right. And I'm just going to just refer to the booklet just to just read a bit more about this crystal. So please bear with me, please. All right. So the message on this card, okay, for crystal cola, it says start fresh. It's time to start fresh. Close the door behind you so you can move forward and open a new one. Every day is a blank canvas, an opportunity to boldly go after the things in life you want and leave behind anything you don't. You do not need to settle for the status quo or accept what already is. All right. So I think this card is very much linked to what we've discussed, or what messages that have come out. Okay, and this is for the divine masculine, any men who are watching this or listening to this reading at this present time. Okay, it says you have the power to change your life and do things differently every day. It's time to live by and out with the old, in with the new, and beautiful mentality. And the core questions is asking you to ask yourself. It says, what areas of your life are calling for a fresh start? What can you say goodbye to? And what can you welcome into your life? All right. So again, I'll just repeat some of the questions that it says that you could ask yourself. Is it says, what areas of your life are calling for a fresh start? What can you say goodbye to? And what can you welcome into your life? And the crystal action affirmation is, I welcome the opportunities each new day brings. Today, tidy or redecorate a space. Welcome new life by adding fresh flowers or potted plants. All right. So, again, the crystal action affirmation is, I welcome the opportunities each new day brings. Today, tidy or redecorate a space. Welcome new life by adding fresh flowers or potted plants. All right. So these are just some of the suggestions that the booklet is saying that you can do. Okay, to make a few changes. And just like today, I just decided that I would um, just do something different in regards to today's inner child healing reading. All right. So it's all about making a fresh start, making new changes. Okay. And a lot of it as well has to do with what's been mentioned here. Okay. It's about like, like if we're thinking about starting something new, maybe starting a new business, making a few changes in our lives. So we have all the backing here from the ancestors, okay, from our loved ones who have passed away, for our spiritual teams, from the angels, and any form of heavenly spiritual entity or deity. All right, we could just call on them, and especially we can call on the divine for assistance in any area of our life. All right, so again, this reading was for the divine masculine, any men who are watching or listening to this reading at this present time. You don't need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch or listen to this reading. Is for anyone, and please take what resonates. And before I uh, um, I should say conclude, all right, I just want to just show you a few crystals, and but please check out the description box, okay, for more details. So some of the crystals, okay, that you can use, all right, um to help heal your, or to do any form of inner child healing work, you could use rose quartz. Okay, as I said earlier, it's a very good stone. It's a stone for love, for for unconditional love. All right, for self and for others. I've got Smithsonite. Is a very very good crystal, okay, to heal any form of childhood trauma or pain you may have suffered in your past. Okay, I also have uh, rhodoxarite, all right, and I've also got rhodonite. But there are also some other crystals which I've also mentioned in the description box, all right, so you please check them out. And if, for example, that you have been in a situation, okay, and which has been so traumatic, and you feel that part of your soul, okay, has been lost as a result, okay, and for some reason you find it so very hard to move on, I'm just going to show you three crystals, okay, which you can use when if you're doing any form of soul retrieval work, which is can be linked with inner child healing as well as inner soul healing. You could use jet, okay. If you're interested in working with crystals or meditating with crystals, you can use black onyx. It's a very good crystal as well. All of them are good, but but if you want to find out more about crystals, in form of doing any form of inner child, inner soul shadow work, I do have a video out on YouTube, so please check it out when it comes to if, for these sorts of crystals, but also check the description box as well. And also, if you are sort of now or curious about crystals, I use a book called The Crystal Bible, and it's by Judy Hall. All right, and that's a very good book. All right, and I've also mentioned it as well in the description box. And last but not least, I've got Tangerine Quartz, which is also a very good one as well. All right, so thank you for again listening or watching this reading. Thank you for your support. Thanks for leaving comments, likes, okay, in regards to my other readings. And if you do enjoy watching, listening, or listening, all right, to this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.